Hello, hello, what's going on? I hope you are well. Jim from Grassroots Piano. Today is G5 finger position. These are 12 exercises that are very beginner friendly. Some of them are a bit tricky, so if you're brand new, you might want to come back to them. Know your limits, and remember, improvements measured in small increments. Let's begin with our warm-up. G parallel motion, which means we are going to go at the same time. Here we are, middle C, go up. G position here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finger on each of those notes, G, A, B, C, D. And the left hand. We're going to play slow and comfortable, thinking about posture and only thinking about music, only thinking about piano. Everything else doesn't matter right now. We're going to go ahead and start playing a little faster. And you're going to speed up slowly and go to a comfortable tempo. We want to get our blood flowing. We're going to slow back down. Very important to know about slowing back down. And then you're going to try it again. I'm doing a condensed version just to save time, get the lesson a little flowing. And you can definitely start off with one hand at a time if you wish. Shake your hands a little bit, wrist twirls. Exercise 2, contrary motion. We will have the right hand, the D will start, and then the left hand, the G, like this. Spend a good up to 30 seconds if you want. And if you're still feeling stiff or tired, the next section you'd probably go and practice. Just start playing slow and soft. All right, the next one is staccato, which is short. We're thinking about maybe flicking the keys. If you took lessons as a child, you might think the teacher might have said the keys are hot. So staccato, short and detached. And then we're also going to play legato, smoothly connected, not using the pedal for these lessons, no pedal. You want to hear the sound. You're going to create the sound with your body and fingers. Again, you can do one hand at a time. To get things flowing, we will go ahead both hands. Again, this is exercise 3. I promise I can count. And now legato. Staccato. And you can do this one kind of speeding up and then kind of slowing down, but also commit to a beat, just because we're really thinking about two things: technique and listening to our sound. Exercise 4, sequence exercise. This one's a bit tricky if you're going to start off with both hands. We are going to do, I'll demonstrate, we're going to do G and A. You can repeat each sequence. This is a good one for our digits. Let's try it again. 1, 2. To the B. To the C. To the D. I think when I went down, I might have only did that once. Sorry about that. That's why I'm going to create a PDF. If you're comfortable, you can play it a little faster. 1, 2. All right, so it's fun. You want to make sure that you're not getting flat hands, and slow it down so you can get your hands at a natural curve. Here we go. We are going to exercise 5, and this is a little different, and it's pretty easy. We're going to think 8th note count. And we're going to play parallel motion G arpeggio. Since we're in G 5-finger position, we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And not only are you coordinating your fingers, you are also listening to the sound. You hear every other note. I'll slow it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you feel comfortable, a little faster. And if you do this a little bit each day, no problem, you'll get faster. But speed is not always the answer. That can create more issues and roadblocks. Let's try this again, but now contrary motion. So we are going to exercise 6. Contrary motion, we'll start up here. So now it sounds pretty cool. Let's speed it up. Staying relaxed. I pick about 3 exercises before I start practicing. Sometimes I end with these too. Exercise 7 is G arpeggio, same thing, but the left hand is going to be double and the right hand will be single. I'll go slow. Slower. If you like my lessons, guess what? Please click the like button. It reaches other wonderful learners like you. Here I go again. You can go ahead and play a little faster. But the amount of time we spend on this, you want to make sure that you can do the same with exercise 8. Exercise 8, we are now going to be doing. And some learners will go back to what their brain was doing before because you've pounded that in, and that's the art of music, getting the brain to work in different ways. And that's why I demonstrated that. So listen, double in the right hand. Slow it down. Treat it like a brand new exercise if you have to, because your muscle memory will try to take over. This is one of the common things why people stop playing piano, because of all the multitasking. If it looks simple and you're doing it, that means your brain has digested it. And sometimes just getting a little time off the next day, you're doing better. And slow her down. Exercise number 9. All right, so number 9 would be, if you get that, the first 7 and 8 down. 9, we're going to play legato in the left hand. And what do you think we're doing with the right hand? All right, and I'm going to go ahead and coach through a student who hasn't really done the legato staccato experience yet. So you're going to want to think like this. All right, you don't have to go crazy with the hand, but flicking the key. This is so important. Because I'm on camera, I'm exaggerating, but it's okay if you need to do that. And if you are doing this and you only have a little endurance and then you get kind of muddled up, that's all right. Keep at it. That's the goal. Everyone has to learn. Everyone has to put their time in. In exercise 10, I'm actually going to have 13 exercises because I forgot one. All right, so exercise 10, it's reverse. We're going to do left hand staccato, right hand legato. So that's going to look like this. Left hand staccato. And when you get this down, you can do the exercises, segue into it, meaning some go right into it without pausing, because that'll be a good challenge. think this is one of the harder ones for the set. The next one will be 11, 12. Exercise 11. All right, exercise 11. We are going to play quarter notes in the right hand, which are longer sounds, and then eighth notes with the left hand. Here I go. Eighth notes here. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stick to a tempo. What is tricky with this one is it throws people off because of not just the rhythm, but the different sounds you're creating. And guess what we're doing? I think that should be all right. All right, here we go. Exercise 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Exercise 13, we are going to do eighth notes in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So you can tell I built it as sets. So the brain is doing this activity, and then the next one the brain is doing that activity. So they're kind of opposite. Really important to spend time with both. You need to make sure you do that. And you also need to keep practicing. But before you go, you might want to watch this video because there's some awesome comments. And through comments and other learners, we can get ideas, motivation, and keep learning. So until next time, please take care. I wish everyone well. And hopefully you don't mind my son practicing piano downstairs. Hopefully it didn't throw us off. But here we are, making music. Take care. Bye-bye.